Okay, once you take off your screws, you're going to have the bottom of the clamp, the top handguard, and the bottom handguard, and 4 screws. Very simply, take the top rail assembly and then just drop it over the top of the barrel nut. And at this point, it doesn't have to be exactly straight. You just want to kind of line yourself up a little bit and just make sure you're in the general area of where you need to be. Flip the upper receiver over. When you put the clamp on, there's 2 little wings here. Those are anti-rotational devices. You're going to make sure that they are going to bracket the receiver. Do not put it on backwards where they would be facing forward. It won't go on. So it needs to go that way. Then whenever you drop on your screws, I recommend doing 2 at a time. Just tighten them down till you meet some resistance. And then at this point, this is where you're going to be a little bit concerned with making sure that everything lines up properly. Now, what I always do is, because I've done this about 1,000,000 times, I just bracket these 2 pieces with my finger and my thumb, and I'll be able to feel them move out of alignment while I'm tightening up the screws. If you need a little bit of help, you can cheat by putting on a removable carry handle and have it going across both sections. So that way you would be able to use that as a guide. Once you do this, you'll kind of understand what I'm doing with my fingers. It's pretty easy to do. You can kind of feel it as it's going. Laying down horizontally like this on the bench is probably not the most comfortable way to install these things. I usually hold it more in a vertical position, but then you can't see it on the camera. So I'm going to finish it up this way right here today. As you're tightening your screws, you want to go back and forth between the 2 different positions, because you'll notice it pulling more towards one side or the other. And if it does feel like it gets slightly out of alignment, just loosen up one side, straighten it back up with your fingers, and then start to tighten it again, a 1/4 turn at a time on either screw. Once you get it snugged, you're going to want to turn it over, and it's very difficult sometimes to make sure you're exactly lined up on either side. The important thing is not necessarily to have both pieces line up this way, because the cuts may not match exactly. The important thing is to look down the receiver and make sure that your receiver, this piece right here, is not elevated on one side or the other. So it doesn't matter if it doesn't match here. What matters is that it's completely flat here. So as you look down this rail, you should not be able to see one side poking up above the other side. If it is, it's canted. That's the important thing to look for. The top, not the sides. Once you've established that your rail is straight, go ahead and tighten those screws and install the other ones, which at this point I'll do that in a second off camera. Drop the bottom piece on, slide it backwards, and then push that pin in. If it's a little stiff, you might want to get a whack on it with a nylon hammer just to get it fit in there nice and tight, and there you go. It's installed. Free float rail system takes me about 10 minutes total to do it, from out of the box to on the gun. If you don't have a Dremel tool, then buy your equipment from Talon Arms. I'll install it on your new upper for free. Again, this is us, talonarms.com, 713-529-2910. Thanks a lot for watching.